Hey, everybody. Come on in. It's a lot warmer on Zoom than it is outside. This is good. Where's everybody from? Do you want to put in the chat? Just kind of like, where's everybody from? I'm curious. Making it bigger on my screen. Oh man, everywhere. Sweet. The first one was California, Seattle, Delaware. Okay, both sides. Maine, New York. This is great. Awesome. Well, I'm in Texas right now. And if you haven't seen the news, it's like super cold here. Oh my goodness. Frozen pipes and all that stuff. Thankfully, we have power. We can do this class, but it's been really cold. Oh, I love it. California, Atlanta. Well, hi, everybody. This is so good. Okay. And then the other thing, if you want to in the chat, we'll get talking about this, but if you want to, yes, Stephanie, you knew what to say. You said, I have a black cat. That's what I wanted to ask. Put your pets in the chat. What kind of pet you have or what their name is or both. Dog, good. Cat, bird, oh, perfect. I've never had a pet. Perfect. That'll be great for this class. I love it. Oh, so many good things. A dog named Faith, a cat and a goldfish. Ooh, Egyptian cat. That's awesome. Prince. Okay, I have no cat. I mean, no pet, but I'm drawing a bird. I have a husky and her name is Kira. That's a great husky name. Oh, I love it. Her name is Marshmallow. The dog's name is Marshmallow. Oh, it's a perfect name. Well, you guys, right now, I don't have a pet. Me and my wife have 3 kids and they're 5 and 3 and 1. And they keep us so busy that we've decided to wait for just a little bit before we have a pet. But I did grow up with a cat and she was a great cat. I had her almost my whole time being a kid. And her name was Princess. And she's passed on to the land of the cats. But anyways, I'm thinking of her today. Oh, that's so good. Okay, a boxer dog. Okay, well, awesome. Okay, well, welcome to the class, guys. So in case you didn't know, this class is about pets. We're going to talk about our pets today, and we're going to try to make some fun art about them. Oh, 4 fish named Ruby, Sapphire, Amethyst, and what's the 4th fish? Those are great fish names. My daughter, oh, and my friend's dog is named Princess. Oh, that's so good. My daughter, she is 5, and she loves gems so much. And so she would love those ruby, sapphire, and amethyst fish. Oh, that's so good. Okay, we'll get started. We have lots I want to do, and we won't take any more time. So today is about our pets. And I wanted to draw some pets, but I wanted to have some fun with it. And especially if you don't have a pet, or if you want to make an imaginary pet, something that's not even an animal that exists right now, that's even better. I think it'd be really fun. And so this is the perfect place to do it. And by the way, I guess you could say my name is Josh, and I am an illustrator, drawer, designer guy that works for Michaels. And so I get to draw this fun stuff all the time. And one of my main jobs is I get to draw stuff that goes like a Santa Claus or a jack-o'-lantern or some of that stuff for the holidays. I get to draw that. But sometimes we might run out of ideas. We might be like, oh man, I can't think of any other ways to draw some of these things. And some of the things we do is we try to be creative and find new ways to draw some of these things. And so that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to try to think of some new ways we can draw some of these pets that we have and learn some art terms and some art skills along the way. Okay, so this is perfect. Let's jump right in. So one of the things I asked you guys to bring, and by the way, any of these supplies, if I say pencil and you have a crayon, or I say white paper and you have brown or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like it's very open, okay? But one of the first things I asked you guys to bring was a piece of cardstock, white paper. Okay, I've got 3 pieces here. I see someone in the chat that said, can you make more than 1? We'll see. We'll try. Okay. So get your cardstock out, and then a pencil. And what we're going to do first is we're going to draw kind of a guide or an outline for our pet. Okay. And we're not going to. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this part of the drawing because we're going to do some other stuff with our construction paper that's going to take a little more time. But I'll kind of show you what I mean, okay? Oh, and I guess, you know what? Before we get too much farther, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. It's over here. My daughter, I have the piece of art that you saw on the class cover, and I've got another piece of art. So this is the one that you probably saw on the class cover that I made. This was like a lion, a cat, something like that. So this is like what we're gonna make, okay? And then I wanted to also show you the one that my daughter made. This is the one my daughter made. And this is a cat. And it's a cat with very long legs. That's what she told me. And so we're gonna make these, but we're gonna make them even a little bit different. Since I made these, I have some other ideas I wanted to add. So ours are gonna work out a little different than these, but similar, okay? So I just wanna make sure that you see where we're going, okay? I can make Foxy bees. Okay. Oh, and can we draw a dragon? Yes, please. I was thinking of dragons. And I have an octopus. Are you serious? Wow. I aspire to have a giant fish tank one day. That's my pet I want to have. But from what I've heard, to have a giant fish tank, you have to kind of have a lot of time. So I don't have that yet, but I will. Okay. And I can draw realistic things. Oh, that's so good. Okay, that's so good. Today's going to be a little less realistic. It's going to be abstracted would be a good word. And abstract just means something that's we're going to use shapes and colors and lines for things that don't. We're going to represent them in a new way. How about that? Okay, so without saying anything else, let's start drawing. Okay, so shapes. So what I want to show is dragon. If we're going to draw a dragon. I think when I think of dragons, I think of scary things, right? Usually dragons are not the nicest things. And so what I want to talk about was some shapes. And I want to draw just, can you see that? It's a little light, I know. I wanted to draw some sharp shapes, okay? So look at this. Look at this triangle. Okay, that's going to be like the body for my dragon, okay? And then how about like a long neck? And a little tiny head, because dragons kind of just have tiny heads. But did you see how all those shapes I just made are sharp? They're like triangle shapes and things. When we draw shapes, it's it's called shape language. We want to draw shapes that reflect what we the feeling of what we're trying to make. So this dragon, I want to make him kind of scary. So I'm going to draw some pointy shapes. Okay, this is his back leg. And maybe his foot, okay? And then right here, I'm gonna draw his arms kind of hanging down maybe, and some claws. You gotta draw claws for dragons, right? Now something else I want to show you here that's kind of cool that I've done is when you're drawing shapes, it's cool or it's important to think of unified shapes, meaning we kind of repeated some of the same shapes. So we drew this kind of triangle, rounded triangle shape, and wait, oh, we drew another triangle here, and we drew another triangle here. And then these are kind of more gumdrops, but look, the legs, these are repeated triangles. And then we kind of did our gumdrop again for the claws. So it helps your piece feel unified to do that. And then of course the tail, we can't forget the tail. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the tail down here, curling up like this, okay? And then I have this big shape up here. I'm excited about this. I think this almost looks like a wing to me. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna look at, there's that half circle again. And I'm gonna make a big wing up there, okay? So that's all I wanna do. I don't wanna do anything else at this point because the rest of it, we're gonna use our paper to build, okay? So that's like a sharp shape. So the person that asked for more than one thing, I think we're doing it. So that means we got to hurry. Okay. So now maybe a pet that's a little bit more fun. Well, not fun, just less scary. Can you think of a pet that's not so scary? A cat. Ooh, I love cats. Okay. I'll start drawing a cat. If someone wants to shout out another one, oh, another cat. Someone else shout out cat here. So I'll make sure that you can see it. So this one, I'm going to make another triangle shape, but look, I'm making it kind of round. Yep, kind of round. And it just almost a little more friendly of a shape, right? And then the tail, I want to draw a long tail, and I want this tail, I want to make it huge. I want to make it the biggest tail. Okay, and I'm gonna make it end with a circle because I want this to be a really nice cat and I don't want it to be a scary cat. So do you see how all these shapes so far are really flowy and smooth? Ooh, ooh, look at that, just curves. And then let's put the head and let's make it looking towards its tail, almost like it's saying, ooh, look at my big tail. And what's a cat face look like from the side? I'm gonna kind of flare it up like that for a nose, like that, and then little ears. And here's something really fun when you're drawing, and this kind of goes back to that comment about abstract, where we try to draw something in a new way. I'm drawing the side of the head right here. Look, this is the side of the nose, but I still want to put 2 ears here because I feel like if I just drew 1 ear, even though it's the side of the head, I don't know if it would look as much like a cat as I want it to look like. And I want to make sure that you guys know it's a cat. So I drew both ears here. And then that made me think I want to add another point right here for its cheek, for its little cheek. See, and then we're going to come in here and I'm going to draw a nose. This is almost like a fox. Maybe it's a fox. I don't know. Let's see. Does anyone have a pet fox? If you have a pet fox, you just shout it out. Okay. And then like the eyes could fit in right here. Again, I'm trying not to do too much detail at this point. And a mouth. Do you see that? And all of a sudden we're getting a little bit of a face. That looks a lot like a fox, doesn't it? I really want to draw a cat. We'll keep talking about it. We'll keep thinking about it. Maybe if we add that, and maybe, you know what? Maybe if we added this. Ooh, I don't have a very good eraser with me, and that's okay. We're going to cover all this up anyways, you'll see. I was going to say maybe a pointy nose. Anyways, okay, we'll keep going. And then the legs or something like this. I don't know, we'll figure that out. And the back leg, another repeated shape. Okay, we got to keep moving. So that's our cat, and I'm going to draw one more. It looks like a squirrel. It does look like a squirrel. I don't know what this is. This is a mammal, and that's a lesson for a different day of the different kinds of animals, but it's a mammal. And I see dog here, but I saw fish earlier. Oh, I saw bear. I see lots of dog. Oh, lots of doggy dogs. I kind of want to do a fish. What if we do a dogfish? Are you serious? Yeah, let's even try it. So again, it's going to be kind of a friendly shape. Okay. And we're going to make a dogfish here. There really is a fish out there called a dogfish, by the way, but I'm not quite sure what it looks like. Look at this dogfish. This one I'm putting a little more detail in just so we can remember what he looks like. Look at that. I know I moved kind of fast. I drew his cheeks hanging down. There's his nose, his bottom jaw, and a little tooth coming out. And then like his eye right here. And then let's draw another eye over here, peeking over the side. And then his tail. Let's draw his tail right here. And a big fin. I'm trying to think of what would, oh, dogs have the floppy ears. That's right. Maybe a floppy fins. Is that cool? I don't know. I'm trying to think of some dog things. Look at that silly dogfish. Is that a silly dogfish? Look, let's make him looking over here like this. What's going on? This is too weird for me. This is too weird for me. That's perfect. And maybe he has, you know what, we'll go a little farther. This one, I'm drawing more here than I wanted to draw. But maybe he has like one of those spiky collars. And like a little, no, like that looks sad. He's like chained down. It's okay. It's because he's if he gets off his chain, he can be a real meanie. So we're gonna keep him on a chain. Something like that. Okay. That's about as far as we're going to go with dogfish for right now. Okay. So we got lots we want to do. So we've got a dragon. We've got a mammal that looks kind of like a squirrel, kind of like a fox, and kind of like a cat. We'll find out more about him later. And then we've got this dogfish. Okay. So we can draw a dog. Can we draw a dog? Oh, can you please go a little slower? Yes, that one did kind of go fast, didn't it? Okay, there's a lot of fat. Okay, I was going faster on that dogfish. Okay, so why don't we take a minute And if you want to, if you have one of these you want to do, I don't have any more cardstock to do another one. And I'm sorry that there's not a dog here, guys, for some of you guys, but it's a dog if you cover up this part, right? It kind of looks like a dog. Sorry, I just like fish, so I had to do a fish. But take a minute to do these. And how about this? I'll lay them out here and I'll start talking about the next part, okay? So you can take a minute to finish whatever you're drawing. And if you're drawing something that's like none of these, that's perfect, okay? So some of the other things I brought is I've got some construction paper here. Don't want to curl it up too much. I've got some colored pencils. They're not quite sharpened yet. We'll see if we use them. And then I've got some crayons. I just put them in a bag. I grabbed them right from my kids' crayon bucket, so they're about as legitimate as you can get. And I've got some black paint, and I've got some white paint, and I've got some brushes. Okay, and so maybe take a minute if you want to gather your supplies. If you don't have all the things you need, that's what I'm doing. And we'll just then finish up your drawing if you're still drawing, and we'll go on to the next part. Okay, so I've got a couple brushes here, and I tried to pick ones that were pretty big. Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind you have. I like to use ones that are bold and they can make big lines fast. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start on one of these, and I think I'm gonna go with the dragon. I'm gonna start with my dragon. Okay. Oh, I see bunnies on the list. There are so many good pets, you guys. Oh man, a catfish, an elephant. I love our world. I love our world so much. There are so many wonderful animals. It's my favorite. Can you use sponge brushes? Of course you can. Those are the best. I don't have any with me today, but I love sponge brushes. Those are definitely bold. So if you remember the piece that I showed earlier, it looked like this. And so keep showing upside down. Okay, so what we did, do a turtle. Oh, a turtle would be great. Oh, let's see if I can. Okay, this next part is going to take a little bit of time, but we'll see if we can get there. Okay, this is what we're going to do, and we'll go fast. We won't go fast, but I want to see if we can get to as many pets as we can. So pick 3 of your favorite colors, okay? And I'm going to grab purple to start with, and I'm going to grab some crayons. And I want you to think, this is where it gets a little bit even more abstract, okay? I want you to think about some of the traits of your pet, some of the things you like best about your pet. My pet dragon, one of the things I like best about him is his scaly skin, okay? Lots of scales, and it's kind of smooth. So I'm gonna, on my purple paper here, I'm gonna just draw his scales, and his scales kind of look like circles next to each other. So I'm gonna draw his scales, and I want to show that it's smooth because his scales really are smooth. So I'm drawing in some of his scales, and take the paper and just draw it all over the paper. Don't worry too much about anything really. Don't worry. And so there's the scales. I'll show you the next one. I'll finish this, but it doesn't have, that looks kind of clean. Your pet might have hair or something like that, and you might like the fur on it, on your hair, on your pet. So yours might look like this. And so I'd say you can just make a scribble, just like the fur on your pet. And again, look, I'm not caring much about what it looks like at all. Okay. See, and I feel like this looks messy, right? This looks like messy fur. So I want you to make a texture or something that looks, I guess what I'm saying is I don't want you to worry too much about how it looks. So I'll slow down for a second, but these scales, I'll go back to my scales. Okay. I'll go back to my scales. These ones are a little bit more careful, right? And I think that's okay. I made my little circles a little more carefully, and I want to show you that they're smooth. So what I'm going to do to show they're smooth is I'm going I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow to those scales. And see, I'm kind of taking my time with this one. And that's okay. I think when you take time on something, it can make it feel a little more calm, a little more clean, a little more safe. And that's kind of what I want to make this one feel like, because I feel like for my dragon, I like to just hold his neck and maybe ride on his back, and it helps me feel safe and warm and clean. And so I kind of want that feeling almost with these scales, okay? I'm gonna make some of them blue. So think of some other things. What are some other things your pets? And maybe you can put it in the chat. Like if you have a dog and your dog drools everywhere, what does drool look like? Can you make a big page of a lot of drool? Or if you have a bird and your bird squawks a lot and you like how it sings, can you make a page that looks like your bird singing? What would that look like? What would that look like? I think that that's one of my favorite things about my dragon, is I like that he roars, because he roars so loud. So I think that's what I'm going to do on my next piece of paper. So keep going, keep going. Again, there's not really a right or wrong here. And I hope that it doesn't seem too weird to you, because I know this seems weird, right? Like, how do you draw a roar, right? How do you draw smooth, the feeling of something being smooth? So it feels weird that we're drawing these things. That's okay. I want it, but think of some of the things that you like best about. Oh, X for texture on a fish. Yes. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna draw some X's just because I love that so much. That's what I'm talking about. X's for a texture on a fish. Okay. I'm thinking about the roar of my dragon, and I want to draw some shapes that look like this. Look at this. Because I feel like that looks like a loud roar, right? Maybe some shapes like this and this and this. Does that look like a loud roar? This and this and this and this. Look at that. Well, that one kind of got crazy, didn't it? Oh, see, that was smaller. Listen to this one. See, smaller roars, and then maybe a big roar, but I'm gonna do it in white. I think I like kind of cool. Can you see that one? Ooh, let's do more of that. That looks kind of cool. See? See, and it's starting to make a cool texture. It's making something that we probably wouldn't have thought to draw by ourselves. And it looks nothing like a dragon. And that's okay. So I think I'm going to put some yellow in there, because that makes it seem a little more like a fiery roar, right? I don't know if you guys can see that yellow. And then maybe some, look at that. Ooh, the side of a crayon. If you take the side of a crayon, you can make some big, bold shapes. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that like awesome? This looks like a loud piece, right? So loud. Oh. Look at that. Oh, I love it. That looks good. See? Can you see how different this piece looks compared to our warm, safe scales? Look at these scales. Look at these scales. So do you get it? What's some other things to draw? Let's think. Shapes and colors plus a, like maybe, what's some other traits? Can you put them in the chat? Can we please do a turtle? I see it. Okay, you guys want to draw lots of different pets. I see it. And we're at 25. Can we, we'll draw more pets. We can draw more pets. But I think it's important to be able to just draw some of these feelings. What if you have like a dog that, look at that. Do you see how I made put some white on there? Ooh, all of a sudden it does look like it's shiny, doesn't it? Is that pretty cool? I see turtle. I've seen turtle like 3 times. I'm sorry, I've not drawn a turtle. I'll draw a turtle. Okay. Turtles have scales.
Hey Josh, we had a friend in the Q&A asking if you could do a hamster.
A hamster too? Okay, so I think you guys want to see lots of pets. So I'll leave these for a second, but these will come into play. These are important. So I've got my loud roar here. I've got my nice, safe scales, and I've got some fur. We didn't really work on the fur very long, but I'm gonna leave those for a second, and we can draw some of these animals you guys are talking about. All I've got is some more construction paper, so we're gonna see them on this. Let's start with that turtle. I saw a turtle a lot. Let's draw on a piece of black paper, because that's kind of fun, right? So to draw a turtle, and maybe we'll draw it kind of small because I think there's lots of different people wanting animals. So we'll draw it up here. Like a half circle shape. And then remember our repeated shapes. Let's draw some half circles at the bottom and make these a little bit taller. You might even call these gumdrops. Gumdrop shape. Okay. And then turtles are fun because they have that neck that pokes out from underneath their shell, right? So let's start right here. Let's all the way up here. Okay. And look, it almost kind of looks like gumdrop again, right? He's smiling. What do you think? Huh? I'm seeing right down here. This makes me want to draw the belly. Because believe it or not, turtles have bellies. You guys with turtle pets, you know, have a turtle belly. And then come out of here, we gotta draw his tail. Gotta draw his tail. Okay, now turtle toes. Can't forget the turtle toes. I like to draw toes, just little lines like that, right? Because you can see the toes in there. And then some stripes on the belly. And then we better draw some eyes. Better draw some eyes. What do you think? Is that a pretty cute turtle? Wonder what pattern we could draw on his back. Can you splat paint on the dogfish tank to make it look like water? Oh, that's so good. You guys, isn't this exciting? I feel like there's this part of me that wants to do everything. And it's almost like we don't have time to do it all. And then that's okay, because that means that we can do it tomorrow. Like, I think that's why drawing like this is so fun, because it makes us think of more ideas than we can use. And we love lots of ideas. I'd rather have more ideas than I can use any day, instead of like trying to figure out ideas. So I used pretty round shapes, right? There are some points here, but most of them are round. I think that shows us that this is a good turtle, a happy turtle. Now down here, let's draw the hamster, okay? Oh, and look at that. Felicia said, please have your parent post your drawings at #MakeWithMichaels and #Michael's classes. Please have your parents post them. We would love to see that. Okay, let's draw that hamster. So hamster, I think of them being kind of shaped like a jelly bean with a nose. So there's the nose. And then just draw a jelly bean. Look at that, the jelly bean with a nose, huh? And then we're gonna put some ears on it. And again, do you see how I made the turtle's head? It's turned to the side, but it has two eyes on it. It's a really fun way to draw things. So this is the side of the hamster's head, but I'm gonna put two eyes on it. It helps us recognize it's a hamster, but then we get to have a great expression of two eyes. And then a big nose. You'll notice too, sometimes you can experiment. If you do a big nose and small eyes, or big eyes and a small nose, whatever it is, you can experiment with different shapes and different proportions. That's called proportions. Look at that, his mouth. So I made him have a big kind of nose area. Look at that. And a cheek, because he's a plump little hamster. Maybe he's more like a guinea pig. I don't know. But, oh, repeated shapes again. Repeated shapes. There's his ears. And then let's give him some little feet. And this is important to learn, guys. Scale. So by drawing his feet little, it makes his body look very big. If we'd given him big feet, it would have made his body look small. So if you want things to look big, draw small things next to them. Or if you want things to look small, draw big things next to them. And do hamsters have tails? I don't know if they have tails. I'm gonna draw a little tail, just wagging, just a little wagging tail. And a little bit of fur. Okay. Mine looks like a boot. I love your boot, hamster. I'm sure it looks great. Oh, I saw squares on the turtle. Oh, we did circles, but you said squares. That's perfect. There's not a wrong answer and not a right way to do it. Someone asked for a unicorn. That sounds like something my daughter would ask for. We better do a unicorn. It just feels like the right thing to do. Okay. I dropped my blue crayon. Okay. So, unicorn. So to draw a unicorn, I want it to be a beautiful unicorn, very graceful. So I'm going to start with another triangle type shape. I'm going to put it here all the way to there. Okay, kind of like a triangle. And then I'm going to put another triangle right here. I'm going to stop there for a second. You guys can draw that much. Okay, and see how they're kind of overlapping? That's great. That's perfect. We'll see how this looks. We'll see if this was like a, oh, can you make a Yeti? And someone said frog. So many wonderful things. Okay, here. And then let's give it the legs. Okay. And let's make it so that there's two of his legs. And it has this other one up like that. Huh? Let's put that in front. And then the other one, is it jogging? I don't know. We'll put their legs right here. There's the other leg. And then it's neck. So let's see, I'm going too fast. Can you please make a brush brushing a cat? Make a brush brushing a cat. Make a brush brushing a cat. I can make a brush brushing a cat. Let's see. Okay. This is very good. There's the neck. Ooh, our unicorn. Oh no, I forgot about the horn. We may not have room. We'll see. We'll do our best. Oh, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to get some other paper because that's too small of a horn for our unicorn. And then a beautiful tail, just the most beautiful you can imagine. Look at that tail. We have plenty of room for a unicorn tail. And then, you know what? Thankfully, we've got some scissors here. And you know what? We've got paper up here. Let's just use this. Watch. Look. You know what? I don't have those. I don't have any tape. That's okay. Yeah. Just didn't plan on using tape. But there's our unicorn horn. Look at that. Is that pretty good? I'll glue it on later. I need to get some glue. Man, I didn't even come with glue. What a world. What a world. Okay. That's all right. Okay. So we've got a unicorn. Okay. And a zebra. Do you guys, a unicorn is on a skateboard? There's so many good things. Should we just do that? I did have a plan to do some other things. And I see Yeti again. I don't want to forget about the Yeti.
Josh, there's a lot of different animals that our friends will like.
Yeah.
Anything from like a dragon with a winged cat, a gorilla with a zebra.
Oh my goodness.
Even some want a rabbit.
A rabbit. Okay. Should we just draw them all? I think that's probably a good idea, right? I can't
That
think of
sounds
it.
great.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a change of plans here. Let's just keep drawing these animals. And let's just do that. You guys want us to do that? Let's just do that. Okay. Okay, so let's Felicia, if you can help me, let's just make that list together, okay? Or just start
Okay.
drawing it on the, what's the first one you guys want to do? I'm seeing Yeti right here. You want to start with the Yeti?
That sounds great.
Let's start with the Yeti. Now here, I'm gonna draw the Yeti on white paper with a white crayon. That just makes sense, right? You want to draw a big shape. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, but Yetis do live in the snow. So that was a little joke there. But here, let's draw our Yeti. And I think for a Yeti, I can get like a tall shape. This. And then here's something you can do when you're doing drawing characters and things. Again, repeat the shape and turn around. So I think for a Yeti head, this shape is a perfect shape. Let's just turn around the other way. So we'll just go down and up. See? Same shape. And then let's give him some legs with feet and toes. And see? Same toes we used on the turtle, right? Just cut them in, just like little cuts. That makes the toes. And then Yetis, all those Yetis, they got the long arms. Trying to decide, do I make him a scary Yeti with claws or fingers? We'll give him fingers. We don't need more scary things in our lives. Here, so let's do that again. And I'll look at that. So that would probably look a little bit tricky. So I came down, just did an outline of the thumb and around, and then drew kind of similar to the way I did the cuts in on the feet. So let's try to do the same thing again over here, okay? So I'm gonna come in, the thumb around, like a finger, and then I'm gonna do the finger again, do the finger again. Sorry, you can't really see that very well. I'm trying to get out of the way. And then bring it all back up, all the way here. Pretty close to doing the same thing, right? And then sometimes Yetis have like a belly, like a little blue belly. So let's draw them with a belly. And again, a round shape. So I feel like hopefully this is looking round. It's kind of looking very Sully-ish actually from Disney Pixar stuff, but that was not the intent. Let's see. And then let's see, I'm gonna do the round shape again for those eyes to make them look happy. And then look at this. Here again, talking about scale and proportions and things. I want him to look really big. Do you see how big we made his body compared to his little head? I want to do the same thing again with his head. You talk about, have you ever heard of rule of thirds? What that means is if you have a drawing like this, 2/3 of it almost, or even more than 2/3. See how you see, there's kind of light lines, but you see how I made his legs? It's kind of like a little, almost like a fourth of the rest of his body versus doing half. I could have done half his body, half his legs, but that can start to feel kind of boring or too samey. And so that's what I did. And same with his head. Do you see how his head is kind of like a third of his body, or almost like a fourth, exaggerating those proportions? It's very pleasing to the eye. We just, as humans, we just like things in threes and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm gonna do the same thing with his head, and I'm gonna give him a giant chin by doing a smile way up there, a tiny nose. You can't even see that nose, but it's there. Tiny nose, a little tooth. You see that? It makes it so much fun, so much funner. We like put all this face inside a small part of his big head, and it makes it feel like he's bigger. Is that pretty cool? Now I think we can finish it with a belly button because every Yeti just needs a belly button. And maybe let's color the hands. And when I draw with crayons and stuff, I like to color dark for the lines, and then when I fill in a part, I color light, because then you can still see the lines. Is that pretty cool? Okay, we're going a little, I know I'm taking along on this Yeti. We've got lots to get through. But look at that. I think I really like this Yeti. I'm really excited about him. Maybe it's all this cold weather here in Texas that makes me like Yetis. I don't know. Now let's just do a little bit of fur. Just a little bit. Just to make him feel like a Yeti. Oh, and let's give him some eyes. There he is. Oh, I love him. He's great. Okay, what's the next pet? Help me, Felicia. What's most important that we need to draw?
You know, there's been a lot of requests for a bird.
A bird. You know what? Let's put the bird
Yes.
right. Oh, say that again. What'd you say?
Birds.
Birds. Okay, birds. Let's do them right here on the same page of the Yeti, because then we'll talk about scale. So again, we want this Yeti to look big, right? Well, let's put some little birds over here. So what's a good bird? Let's see. How about we start with, ooh, there's black. I thought it was a different color. That's black. Okay. Something with a long neck. What's a bird with a long neck? Anyone want to shout it out? Oh, and the brushing a cat. We got to do that still. I will. We got time, guys. We got time. I'm thinking we got time. So birds with a long neck. A flamingo. I love that. I should have done a flamingo. I started drawing this and I thought peacock, but we still have some space for flamingo. So we'll start with peacock and then we'll do flamingo, okay? See how I'm not really caring a ton about, like, I don't know what actual peacocks look like. I think it's okay. And it makes it more fun. And then little skinny legs and feet like that, because that's just the way we draw feet. That's okay. And then let's repeat that again. I love that little triangle shape for the top of the peacock's head, because peacocks have that weird little head thing going on. And I'm going to color in this part for its beak. And I'm going to do the 2-eye thing again, so we can see that little peacock's head. And why don't we just do some stripes on its neck, just because it just feels like the right thing to do. Oh, I'm loving that. That's cool. What if we color in the feathers? Just like that. Ah, this is cool. Whoever's idea was do bird. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is great. Let's see. Right here. Oh, look, we made a pattern and didn't even try. 2 green and an orange in the middle. 2 green and an orange in the middle. My daughter loves patterns. She would love this. Well, let's, you know what? Let's keep the pattern. And the pattern's going to have a blue. And it's going to have a yellow. That's just the way we roll. Oh, wait. There's a yellow feather there. It looked green for a second. All is well. You know, it doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, the point is, it's a peacock. And then let's do that flamingo we talked about. And I don't know if I have a pink. Like I said, I grabbed a random assortment. Oh, I've got a pink. And oh, I feel like we're running out of space, but that makes it, we have to be more creative with our shapes. So to do our penguin, I mean our flamingo, penguin would be great too. Penguin, I mean flamingos, they have kind of weird faces. Very, very odd on their beaks. And I want to make sure I get it right. Give me, you know what? Here. I don't know if I'm just gonna look up flamingo. I don't know if you guys, you probably aren't seeing my screen, and that's okay. I just want to look at a picture of flamingo. And this is good, guys, because when you're drawing stuff, look it up. If you don't know what it looks like, find a picture of it. There's so much information out there. Look it up if you want to. Okay, that helps me. I saw a picture. So they kind of come down and they open back up like this. Their beak is very weird. And then their neck like this. Oh, whoa, this is a weird flamingo. Holy flamingo, what a flamingo. Oh boy. Can we rescue this flamingo? He's looking really weird. What's gonna happen here? So, flamingos kind of have black beaks, I think. I just looked at a picture of one, I can't even tell you. And that's cool. Our eye kind of does that. We'll like test yourself. Look at a picture of something and then try to draw it from memory and see how much you can remember. It's kind of hard. Or like some things that are really complicated, like a bike. Try to draw a picture of a bike from your memory. It's kind of a trick. It's crazy how much we don't remember. We think we know, but do we know? It's a silly flamingo. We rescued him. I think he looks okay. Okay, and then one more bird. We have a little space here. Let's just get all the birds. Let's see. A pug, and a horse. So many things. Okay, can we do a panda? And a stork. Okay, let's see.
There's some friends that's asking if you can do a goose.
Goose. Oh, I already started. Okay, goose. I would love to draw a goose. This is a stork. And how about over here? We'll draw a goose. And I've got some other things I want to draw because. So let's draw a pointy shape. Goose are funny. I'm making this one stand on its hind legs. If there's a Richard Scarry book out there called, I can't think of it right now, but it has a really great picture of a goose. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Okay, he's just standing there. What a goose. I think if there's like a jokey animal that tells lots of funny things, it's gotta be the goose. He's just a jokey animal. He had that little thing above their beak. Look at that. And I don't know. This just needs a little bit of color. Because I don't know if I've ever seen a white goose. That's more like a swan. That's okay. Okay, let's see. What are some of the other things that we talked about? The cat being brushed by a brush. I feel like that was important. So we're gonna draw a cat, and this cat's gonna look a little more like a cat. That last cat was kind of weird. So for this cat, I'm just gonna make it like a rounded rectangle. Again, I want it to look kind of happy, so I'm going, I mean, you gotta do the pointed ears, but trying to make it feel happy. And then I like drawing cats with eyes that look like this, like the Cheshire cat. Very mysterious cats, and you can make their eyes look just like long things like that, like they're looking, a little nose and a big sneaky smile. You know, someone said pug earlier. This kind of looking slightly puggish, right? Maybe. And then a little body, and that's something to remember too. If you want things to look cute, draw them with very big heads and little bodies. I'm going fast, guys. I apologize. I know I'm going kind of fast. Oh, it's dog-like. Man, my cat, it looks kind of like a dog. That's okay. Gotta give it the whiskers. That'll help, right? Oh, and the brush. I can't forget the brush. That's the important part. So there's some whiskers for a cat. And cats have whiskers above their eyes too. So I'm giving it some kind of eye whiskers up there. And then the brush. The brush. How about way up here is the handle of our brush. Probably on time, 4:50. Okay, I want to make sure we get a couple more animals in. Look at this. Handle of our brush. And yellow is going to be hard to see. Let's do orange. That's supposed to be the brush. It kind of looks like spaghetti, but that's supposed to be the brush. And here, let's just let's draw some motion lines. That looks like that doesn't look much like a brush. Here, I think we need to draw the top of the bottom of the brush. Does that look a little more like a brush? Kind of. Oh well, we won't spend forever drawing brushes. I didn't practice brushes. I practiced animals. I knew we were drawing animals.
Hey Josh, would you be able to draw an alligator?
I'm on it. Alligator. We're doing it. Let's do an alligator. Okay. Right down here, let's draw an alligator. Now, alligators are cool because you can draw their eyes sticking up high over out of their heads. I want to get a darker green. Do I have a darker green? This green's not very dark. Yes, I do. I have darker green. Okay, we'll make this fast. So I want tall eyes on my alligator sticking up above its head. Gumdrop shape again. And then its long nose. Dolphin, please. I saw it. And then its nostrils. You see that? Repeated shapes. And then its back. Oh, more repeated shapes. See that coming? Its spiky back. And it comes up more. Oh, smaller. And its long tail. Woof. And then let's do a big smile on this guy. And we could do more teeth, but I think we've done a lot of, we're gonna make it a shape like this. Look how big that smile is. And then come back, draw the bottom part of the mouth, come back, like that. And then its toes on its legs, like that. Woo. Something like that. See where I'm going? Same thing here. Toes. And I drew the top part of the leg there like it's hip. Toes. There's our alligator. Now we gotta give it eyes. We can't forget about eyes. And this one I want it to be looking at us like that. Hey! And a toothless alligator just feels sad. We can't do a toothless alligator. So let's draw its teeth. Okay, let's see dolphin, please. Let's do dolphin. Yeah, fish creatures. They're so cool. Okay, let's see. So dolphin, I'm thinking we need to do like some really graceful shapes, like this. And then a nose, something like that. You know what? Before I go any farther, just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look up a dolphin because I just feel in my heart that I wanted to see what they look like again because it's been a while since I've drawn a dolphin, it feels like. Let's see. Because they have, that's right. That's right. They've got like this kind of this head thing going on. Let's see. Yeah, about like this. There, that's what I'm going for. Okay, I'll put it back so I can see you guys' comments. So I hope you can tell, guys, that not anyone really that draws all the way they want at the same time. So what I'm gonna do at the first time. So I'm gonna color this in because see what I'm doing? It's just kind of a, I know I'm going fast. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get to a lot of animals here, but it's okay. So a round shape, and then the front of the head, gotta give it like that little bump thing. Okay, and then down, like that. And then a beautiful tail. Oh, repeated shape again. Look at this. You got a round here, around here, around here. Trying to repeat the shapes. It really is pleasing. Now let's do another round up here for the fin. Boom, boom. Okay. And then do it again here. Sometimes the one in the back, I like to shade it in a little bit. Makes it feel like it's back there. And here, let's use the side of our crayon. We learned that earlier.
Josh, I know we have 5 minutes, but if you can squeeze in that pug, that would be great.
The pug. We can squeeze in the pug for sure. See how I made that look like shaded, guys? We can talk about this later, but just quick note, this is called the core shadow. So it's the darkest part. The light's coming in from here. It's going to hit. This part's going to be the brightest, and then it's going to kind of darken down in here. So, and then lighten back up because you're going to have light coming from here. It's going to lighten this part. So that's what that's called. But anyways, let's draw the eyes, and we'll get to that pug. Does that look like a cute dolphin? And then we can put in, let's outline that smile so we can see it even better. I'm going to color in the inside of his mouth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's draw that pug. And, you know, I'm going to look up pugs too. I'm just going to look it up because I feel like I might know in my head, but I just need to look at a pug. Okay. Wrinkly forehead. You got to capture that, right? So I think I'm going to go with that. Remember that Yeti head shape we had before? I'm going to go with that same head shape again. That flat top and that round bottom. And then let's do this body. Kind of down here, really short body. And his little legs, stocky. When I think of pugs, I think of them being very stocky. They're built like a tank, a very small tank. And his back legs, they're back there somewhere. He's standing here looking right at us. Something like that. Okay, I know I'm going fast. Apologize, guys, but there we go. And then his ears, let's make them like little triangles. Let's make one more up than the other. I think dogs do that when they're listening. Curious little pug. And let's draw his tail wagging over here. He's excited. And then here's when we get some cool shapes. Let's do a big round circle right here. This is where his mouth and his nose is going to be. Okay. And a little nose, right? And then a big smile. And this is where we get to have some fun with it. I'm looking at my screen too much. I feel like I'm looking too much at pugs. I don't want to look at those pugs. I want to draw my own pug. Look at you guys. Look at this. So he has kind of a big chin. Okay. And then that screen, that wrinkled forehead. I wanted to capture that. So I drew some lines. Hope that looks like a wrinkled forehead. I don't know. And then you think of pugs with big eyes. What does that look like? Should we give him bigger eyes? He looks kind of almost scary. I don't know. Any questions? Elephant, hamster. I know we were all over the place today with all these animals, but I'm trying to color that dark part in. There's our pug. He looks like he needs a shave. It's an interesting looking pug. There we go. Let's see, anything else we could say? I hope you guys have had fun. I hope you've seen that we can draw things lots of different ways. There's not one way to do it. I hope you learned some things about shapes, about sharp shapes and nice shapes, some things about scale, and just some things about playing, having fun when you draw. So that's about all I've got. I just enjoy your pets and enjoy animals and have fun drawing. Thanks so much for coming, guys.